Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specialising in colour therapy and numerology. Welcome to your Starseed Oracle forecast for April 2023. So the first things to note is that we have just moved into Universal Month 2, and that's because we are in April, which is the fourth month, and then 2023, the 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. 7 and 4 is 11, which reduces to a 2. Now, in the colour mirrors, bottle number 2 is called the Moon, and it's this pale blue and royal blue bottle. Now, number 2 in numerology is very feminine, sensitive and intuitive, and it's about partnerships, but it's also about where we feel second best or not heard. So the number 2 connects up to your Sirian star family because the Sirians are divine feminine, and they want to help us with all issues of creativity or any issues of trauma around the sacral chakra as well. Now, we need to ask for the support and guidance of our Sirian star family throughout the whole of the month of April, and especially as we move towards the full moon on the 6th and also the new moon on the 20th. Now, as you know, we've actually had Pluto moving into Aquarius now as well, so there's going to be all sorts of new revelations coming up over the next few months, but we'll start seeing signs of that now, and this could be new revelations within disclosure of our multidimensional intergalactic families, but also duality between the AI humanoid beings and also the starry origin people, the starseeds like you and I. So we have to take note that because the 7 and the 4 totals 11 before we reduce it down to a 2, it brings in duality, bottle 11 in the colour mirrors, which is all about issues of separation, the good and the bad, the right and the wrong, and the anything that's black and white. So all issues where partnerships are having very different opinions, and often this is through judgment. So I feel like we're going to have a very interesting month and the start of seeing new technologies appearing, and also more conflict going on within the etheric realms that might present themselves as challenges and conflicts within your waking world as well, and particularly because we're moving through Aries and into Taurus, and Aries is the courageous ram, so it really asks us to stand in our confidence and our courage and our passion and our leadership, and to start taking action towards the things that are important to us, the things that we want to stand up for in the world. So as usual, I'm going to show you 3 separate cards, one that represents a message for your ego or your conscious mind, one that represents a message for your soul or your subconscious mind, and the third one which is an action step for you to take. And I'm also going to bring in the relevant colour mirrors influences that will add in an extra layer of information. Now, before we do that, I want you to ask for clear and concise information and guidance from your Sirian star family by putting your hand on your heart, closing your eyes, taking a nice deep breath in, and just imagine yourself surrounded by beautiful pale blue flickering light. And then I'd like you to ask for clear and concise information that you can not only understand, but you can integrate and anchor to help guide you through the month of April. You got it? Great. Okay, fabulous. So the first card that comes up, which is a message for your ego, is loosen your grip. Loosen your grip. And this is where you need to let go of trying to control every aspect of your life. Now, this is often with a fear that if you let go of something, that nothing will then come in to replace it. But actually, often the opposite is true. Often when we cling on to things for too tightly or for too long, they sort of go beyond their sell-by date and they go stale and things don't really work out. But when we let go of things, and whether that's an old job that no longer serves you, or whether that's a relationship that is no longer working for you, or even if that's an addiction that you've got to either food or alcohol or drugs or whatever, it's almost like it has a detrimental effect. So your Sirian star family is saying, look, you can't hold on to things as tightly anymore. You've got to loosen your grip, and you've got to let God in. So these are only coping mechanisms, and you feel like you need them in order to be able to survive. But actually, the truth of the matter is that you don't. So rest assured, as soon as you've let go of something, and particularly if it's not in alignment with your truth, something else will always come in to fill that gap. But it's often something that's going to be a lot more supportive and beneficial for you, as opposed to it being detrimental for you. So actually, bottle number 8 in the colour mirrors, which is called Saturn, which is lilac over violet, comes in to say, look, it's time now for you to let go of these kind of etheric structures in your life, these boundaries that you put on yourself, and release control. The 8 is all about independence, organisation, but more importantly, control. You can't control things like this. You've got to let go and let God. So just observe where this is taking place during the whole of the month of April. Now, the second card that comes in, which is a message for your soul, is the Starkeeper. The Starkeeper. So this is for the subconscious mind, and this is your cosmic ancestor, and it really is about you learning how to seed your light on the planet by staying grounded. Now, what I mean by that is that you are here to help with the conscious evolution of the planet as it raises its vibration into the 5th dimension. So you need to be able to anchor that light wherever you go. So whether that's in the place that you live or whether it's the places that you visit, you can't anchor the light if you're not grounded. If you're constantly living in the stars, or you are daydreaming or imagining your life away, you've really got to be present in the moment. So by being grounded, you want to be able to feel that connection with the earth, and you want to be able to feel like you're practically and actively involved in your life. So get yourself out in nature, go walking, do physical things in your life that help your body feel like it's actively participating in the 3rd dimension, rather than just spending the whole time in meditation or introspection or contemplation. Now, it brings in the bottle of G1 in the colour mirrors, which is called Incarnating, and it's this gorgeous clear over copper. Now, this is the source, the light being sitting on the copper earth, and this is about that you have incarnated here for a human experience. You are bringing the light down within your human form, but you've got to anchor it into the earth to illuminate the parts of the earth that require the attention right now. So you are the Starkeeper, you are starlight, and you need to bring it to the earth in the best way possible. Now, the card that comes up as an action step for you to take is Water Your Garden. Water Your Garden. It's this card here. Now, this one is about nourishment and looking after the physical body, because you can't be going 10 to the dozen all the time. You can't be at 150% every single day of every single week of every single month of every single year. You would burn yourself out. So this is about body care, and knowing that sometimes when you relax and you replenish, then you are going to feel a lot more able and capable to do the work that you've come here to do. So really, it's about resting up. It's being tender with your body, and a lot of self-care and more self-love. So looking at the foods that you're putting into your body, what are you eating enough fruit and vegetables? Are you eating refined foods? Maybe you could look at, replacing some of those with raw food alternatives. Are you just eating beige? Where can you bring more colour into your diet? And how can you offer your body more water instead of it always being fizzy pop or alcohol or whatever? So really, the action step for April needs to be complete and utter body care, because you need to build your reserves, because you're going to need that energy. You're going to need your body to be working 100% as you move throughout the rest of 2023, because it's going to be a big year for all of for the whole planet, but especially you empathic starseeds out there. So this brings in the energy of bottle number 6, which is called Venus, and Venus is the planet of love. This is about self-love, self-care. It's about loving yourself enough on the inside so that your reality reflects that on the outside. So it's about activating your creativity, being at home, loving yourself, having a bath, just really being your own best friend instead of always trying to people please and do everything for everybody else. It's like, no, this is my turn now. I've got to do this for me, because, especially as you reach the new moon on the 20th, that is going to heighten your emotions. It always amplifies the way that we feel, and it is such a sensitive month as well. You are going to be feeling things more intensely, so you need to harness that gorgeous energy of self-love, self-compassion, self-acceptance and self-care to be able to really get the most out of the month. So hopefully that's made sense for you. I'll be back next month with another Starseed Oracle forecast. In the meantime, stay safe and have an amazing month. All the best. Bye for now.